Welcome to another episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, stepping in today for Jen Morris. I've been traveling all across the country creating this show, and today we're going to explore the real estate and lifestyle and culture all across the country, and we're specifically going to show you some high-rise condos in Miami, San Diego, and New York City. You're going to love what we have to show you on these condos. Also, we're going to give you some local information about what's happening in your own backyard. Let's get the American Dream started right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
The American Dream is a national show that combats negative media through real estate and lifestyle. And even though it's a national show, all housing markets are local. So today, we're going to start with a local segment with an award-winning realtor to show you what's happening in your city. Let's go check it out right now.
Orange County is a place where people around the world love to visit. It's not only because beautiful beach, accelerated theme park, delicious food, also the arts and culture are making this place even more special. Today, I'm at Eskildsen Center of the Arts, the largest performing arts center in Orange County. More than 1 million visitors each year, and I'm glad and honored to have Holland with me this evening.
Behind us is Eskildsen, Holland, opened in 1986, and it's where we feature all of our incredible Broadway performances and international touring dance performances. So this season coming up over there, we have performances like Anastasia and Miss Saigon and Les Mis and A Bronx Tale, and then beautiful like Mariinsky Ballet and Orchestra doing La Bayadere. We have the Nutcracker. We just have all these beautiful, great big performances that happen in the large hall. That's the one behind us. 3,000 seats are in there. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's great. And then we're sitting right now in the Renee and Henry Segerstrom Concert Hall, which is really a music venue. This is where the Pacific Symphony plays. We have chamber music in here, jazz, cabaret. So this hall is newer. It was opened in 2006.
So we have the Performing Arts Center, and we have a concert hall, and we have the museum.
Right.
What else do we have?
My gosh. Well, the plaza really is the connector of all of those different buildings. In fact, ironically, the sculpture behind us, the Sarah sculpture that's on our plaza, is called the connector, and it was really meant to symbolize that bringing together of all the pieces that you just mentioned. And the outdoor space is one of them, where we can bring community events to life, cultural events, jazz performances, you name it. And we do Tuesday night dance. So you can come and learn how to dance for free on the plaza.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'd love to come next Tuesday. Like for the young adult, so is there like a summer camp event for them to attend, or like a summer camp for them to learn like performance art?
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's a great Broadway camp here in the summer called 5 Days of Broadway, so they can come and learn musical theater techniques. We also have 2 dance schools here.
Oh.
We have the William J. Gillespie Ballet School. We also have the School of Dance and Music for Kids with Disabilities. So we want to make sure that there is an access point or an entrance point for everybody, all bodies, to have access to the arts. So we, and with the School for Kids with Disabilities, from 4 to 22 years old, they can come and take dance classes with us, musical theater classes as well. And then in the ballet school, it's an incredible pre-professional ballet training school, and we have 300 students in there right now, in partnership with American Ballet Theater.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm a realtor and I'm focusing on the international buyers.
Okay.
A lot of them are from China and Hong Kong, like internationals. And during the summertime, they like to visit Orange County because we have art, culture, food, beach, very pretty place for them to visit.
Right.
And for them, is there any program for their kids to attend during the summer?
Definitely. So the camps that we just talked about are great options, the Broadway camp and the dance school. We have summer dance offerings in the summer so that students with all different levels of experience can come and take dance with us. If they're here spending the summer with us, they can keep active, they can learn new dance techniques, or if they're more experienced, they can stay in shape and stay sort of sharp and ready to go back to their dance programs back home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how do they apply?
There's information on our website, which is scfta.org. And on our website, there's information under an area on our website called Camps and Classes. And you can find out all kinds of information about the Broadway camp, dance camps, dance classes, and our 2 dance schools as well.
I hope you enjoy the information of Eskildsen Center of the Arts. Next time we will show you the insides of Eskildsen Center of the Arts. See you next time on American Dream.
Hope you enjoyed that local segment from your own neighborhood. Now, today's storyline is going to be about high-rises from San Diego to Miami to New York City. But before we go to that national story, let's go to your next local segment from another award-winning realtor sharing a story from your neighborhood.
Hey, it's Leslie Eskildsen. Can't wait to start my next episode of American Dream TV, where we're going to feature St. John's School in RSM and get an interview with head of school, Patrick McHonett. Let's get started and go meet Patrick. I'm beyond excited to be with you today at St. John's Episcopal School in Rancho Santa Margarita. And to help me explain to you the significance of the school to the community, I've got the head of school, Patrick McHonett, here. So Patrick, thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure.
And what can you share with us about the exciting things that are going on at St. John's and what the mission of the school is?
Sure. St. John's is a preschool through 8th grade Episcopal day school here in Rancho Santa Margarita. There's a lot of excitement that's happening right now. We serve around 420 or so students from infancy all the way to that doorstep of high school in a really unique program that allows for individual attention, small class sizes, incredible teachers. The work that we do with students is oftentimes done through the lens of a STEAM-based education, so science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And reality is that as we do these really neat projects with our students, we're teaching them empathy, creativity, hard work, grit, collaboration skills, which are skills not only that you need at age 6, but age 36. So we're doing some really fun things with that. To be able to best leverage that learning experience, we've renovated our classrooms. We have a brand new Learning Commons that opened here last year. Our middle division classrooms are all undergoing a complete renovation here this summer, with our elementary and early childhood classrooms to follow. So it's an exciting time to be a part of this community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's hard to miss the fact that there's a beautiful sanctuary here. Can you explain the relationship between the church and the school?
Well, you know, we were founded here 30 years ago as a part of a mission with the church here. We're an Episcopal school. We believe that faith-based learning matters, and in a lot of ways, it'll help our kids as they grow into being productive, service-minded adults. In reality, only a small handful of our students identify as Episcopalian. We have all backgrounds here on campus, but those core beliefs of love for one another, acceptance and openness, a willingness to talk about big, important moral issues, that's a hallmark of this experience. And so our students go to chapel each week. They learn about each other, they learn about their own faith, and I think it's going to be one of the things that will really create leaders for generations to come.
Can you also share the special story of the Conrad A. Royland Memorial Field here on campus?
Yes, yeah. Conrad was a student here with us at St. John's. He was an athlete. During his time here at St. John's, he had the opportunity to meet Rod Carew, who's a professional baseball player, a Hall of Famer. And I remember, I've heard the story that Conrad came home, spoke with his family about how much he loved this exposure to Rod, how he wanted to become a professional athlete. Conrad, his own sport was football, and he went on and he continued to be an NFL player and have a really successful career. Unfortunately, he died tragically. And as kind of fate would have it, Rod was actually the recipient of his donor heart from Conrad. So it came full circle in the way that Rod had inspired Conrad to be an athlete, and he was able to give back through that heart with them when Rod needed it as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Patrick, thank you so much for being with us today and explaining the role of St. John's and what the magnificent things that you're doing in the community. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Welcome to 3 Charleston Lane. I specifically chose this listing because the sellers made some very intentional choices about their upgrades so that they could get their house sold very quickly. They did great quartz counters in a very, very nice white shaker cabinets with chrome poles, and a spectacular traditional rectangular marble tile backsplash. So now that we've seen what they did in the kitchen, let's go take a look at what they did in the master bathroom. So here in the master bathroom, you can see they carried the same theme of the updated quartz counters, the white shaker cabinets, the chrome poles, and the spectacular freestanding tub. They also completely retiled the shower and did seamless glass shower enclosures, making this house totally relevant and super easy to sell in any market. So I hope you enjoyed this brief tour of the spectacular home in Coto de Caza and the interview with Patrick at St. John's, and I'll see you next time on the American Dream TV.
All right, now for the national storyline. We're going to visit a high-rise condo. You're going to absolutely love this one. Let's go check out New York.
We're here on the Upper East Side, 76th Street and Park Avenue, where Richard Steinberg of Douglas Elliman has transformed his $39 million listing into the Holiday House for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. This is truly where interior design meets philanthropy. Let's go inside and check what they've got.
Hey everyone, how are you? I am so excited that you're here. I have a special treat for you today. We're at 118 East 76th Street. I've given it to my good friend, Iris Dankner. She's brought 20 designers in to transform this white box into a showplace. So I'm here now with Iris Dankner. She's the founder of Holiday House.
Thanks for having me here. I am the founder of Holiday House. I am an interior designer, but I'm also a 20-year breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at my first routine mammogram, and it actually saved my life. And after that, I started fundraising and giving back. I decided to create Holiday House as a way to tie my two passions together, my love of interior design and my passion to eradicate breast cancer. So it's put the new fun back in fundraising. I think you'll really love the house.
It is 14,000 square feet, 6 floors, 9 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and the best part is the top floor, which is an indoor pool with a spa and a gym lounge overlooking the pool. So we're in one of the 8 bedrooms of the house, the master bedroom. The colors in this house are just so soothing. It's probably, I think, the most beautiful house I've ever seen. So we are now in the master bedroom closet. I would hardly call this a closet because we have a dirty coat so that we can have our own in-house dry cleaner. We also have the cappuccino maker. We have about $50,000 worth of custom wood built-ins. So we're now in the master bath, which is entirely made of onyx. Magnificent blue onyx. So I call this my New York room. A lot of things I want to tell you about. First of all, this is not wallpaper. There was a graffiti artist that came in for 2 straight days and hand painted every inch of this wall. How about the rock climbing wall? I love this room. So we're in the relaxation lounge. I find the room very zen. There was a designer slash feng shui master who came in to make sure that this room was perfectly proportioned and that the positive energy flowed throughout the entire room. So this is our wine tasting room. You have everything you need here. This is one of 2 gardens, as well as the top floor, which has 3 terraces. And accent lighting, which you really can't see because it's daytime, but at night it's like a private club. So now we're at the top floor of the house. I call it the spa floor. As we enter, we have a sauna on the right. We then have a dressing room with steam room. Doesn't every New York City townhouse have an indoor swimming pool and a lounge overlooking the pool? This tile in the pool was fashioned after a hotel in Marrakesh. So what spa floor would be complete unless you had your own personal massage room? After all, it's a rough day when you have to swim, take a sauna, take a steam. You certainly don't want to go on another floor.
The thing about high-rise condos that are so amazing is you lose the yard work, the maintenance. It's a turnkey solution. Really cool way to live your life. Now, we're taking you to Miami, to Millionaires Row. You're going to absolutely love this condo we have to show you. Let's go check it out.
Good morning, American Dream. Brett Eaglstein here, Director of Luxury Sales with the Carroll Group of Douglas Elliman. This morning I'm going to show you one of my favorite new listings located in Millionaires Row. And for those of you who don't know what Millionaires Row is, it is a stretch in Miami Beach from 41st Street to 62nd Street with some of the most famous condo buildings ever built. People love Millionaires Row in Miami Beach for a few reasons. First and foremost, its walkability factor. Second, the high-end boutiques, fine restaurants, and of course, those soft sandy beaches. So without further ado, let's go check out Mason Grand, Unit 817. You guys ready for these views? Let's go check it out. This unit features 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plus a bonus room, all within 167 square feet. My client fully renovated this unit back in 2015. She brought the entire unit down to the studs, giving her the ability to change the wiring, the electrical, the plumbing. She opened up the kitchen to give you that nice, open, modern floor plan, installed stainless steel appliances, custom cabinetry, beautiful quartz countertops, all giving you the ability to enjoy your amazing view. One of the sexiest features to this entire unit is the ambient lighting throughout the kitchen as well as the living areas. But let's not forget safety here. My client also installed brand new hurricane impact windows and doors throughout the entire property. One of the best parts of the master bedroom is the direct ocean-facing views. You get to enjoy beautiful sunrises in the morning and get to watch the amazing cruise ships sail by at night. And let's not forget about this gorgeous balcony. This balcony is massive. It extends the entire length of the unit with 2 access points through the living room as well as the master bedroom, giving everyone the ability to enjoy this magical view. There's been a recent spike in demand for properties located on Millionaires Row due to the recent completion of the Boardwalk expansion project. The Boardwalk, which starts in South Beach, used to stop at 41st Street. Now it goes all the way north up to Bal Harbor. So picture this for a moment. You live here, you want to enjoy a nice dinner in South Beach, it is a short 20-minute bike ride and boom, you're at Joe's Stone Crabs enjoying a massive, glorious meal, which also happens to be my favorite restaurant.
All right, now we're going to take you to America's finest city, San Diego, and you're going to hear from award-winning realtor Seth O'Byrne, who's going to give you a little bit of a history lesson on high-rises. Let's go check it out right now.
As far as definitions go, skyscraper is a really interesting one because over the last 100 years, it's actually changed. Back in the 1800s, a skyscraper had to be 10 floors. And now, all over the world, if you want to be considered a skyscraper, you have to be 40 floors at a minimum. Louis Sullivan one time famously wrote what the characteristic of a skyscraper is. He said it has to be lofty, it has to be tall, it has to exalt the power and the glory of the building. There can be no dissenting lines from the base of the building to the top where it touches the sky. And the building I'm going to take you in today captures not just the definition of skyscraper, but the feeling as well. In fact, it's so well known as one of the most impressive buildings in San Diego, the name itself is called the Pinnacle. There are literally hundreds of homes in a high-rise as large as the Pinnacle, but there's only one residence 1405. The wood-clad walls that were put into this home were put in by B&B Design, famous designers from Chicago. They're known for their high-rises. And this wood is not only beautiful in the hallway, they wrap it over the wall and onto the cabinet face of the Sub-Zero fridge. You see it in the uppers, you see it in the lower cabinets, and you see right when you walk in here that there's a cohesiveness. There's a purposefulness in this design. There's also a lot of secrets, and one of my favorite ones is a secret library right over here. San Diego high-rises, much different than those of Chicago and New York and Seattle, were primarily built as 1 and 2 bedrooms. And so when you have the luxury of owning Residence 1405, one of the largest floor plans in the building, you get a third space, which gives you space for a library, space to look at your art, space to just contemplate and read a nice book. And that's truly what luxury is, because it's not just what you need, it's what you want. You know, there are floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall windows in high-rises all over the world. But Residence 1405, the windows seam at this corner of the building, this critical corner looking west and looking north. It's not until you get up to the 14th floor in this building that you get views this huge. You're looking at a living history of San Diego. That's what makes this home so amazing. Anybody who's visionary enough to construct or design a home like Residence 1405 is visionary enough to need inspiration day to day. And of course, the most obvious inspiration in this property is the view that you have out the master bedroom window. But the inspiration inside, through the design, through the subway tile, the freestanding tub, the spa-like lockers and shoe display, there's so many design touches that are the hand of man. But it's all just tribute to this view right here, because it truly is an inspiration. And it might surprise you that the best room, the most important room, my favorite room in Residence 1405 isn't a room at all. It's actually the balcony. And this is one of 2 balconies, but by far the most important. It looks west towards Point Loma, discovered by Juan Cabrillo. It looks south to Coronado, one of the most important pieces of San Diego's coastal history. It looks even further south and inland to Mexico. You can see 2 North American countries from this balcony. So when you think about everything inside, you think about the importance of this high-rise in the building, and you think about the views that just become commonplace in your everyday life in a home like this, it makes sense that it's called the Pinnacle.
All right, that's a wrap. Thank you for letting me step in and host today's episode of The American Dream. Hope you enjoyed all the high-rises and also the local segments featuring your neighborhood. The American Dream is a national show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, outside of the show, we'd love for you to follow us, breathe oxygen into this positive message. Follow us on social media, tags below. That's all for today. We'll see you next time.